Good morning, Purple and Teal Dragons. This video matches lesson 14.2 in topic 14. And last video, we kind of focused on the parts of shapes and their properties. So we talked about how shapes might have sides or straight lines, and that those lines are connected by vertices, which are our corners. And depending on how many sides and vertices have, we build different shapes. Today, we are going to be talking about defining and non-defining attributes. So those are pretty big, fancy words, but they really mean something simple. I want you to think for a second about what makes you who you are. Maybe you think, oh, well, I'm so smart, I'm kind, I'm funny, I'm helpful, I'm a good friend, I always go out of my way to do the right thing. Maybe you're thinking of the Dawson Way or those special things we were looking for every month for our Dawson kid. More stuff kind of like your personality. Things that make you who you are. These are things that make you special in a way. All kinds of other stuff can change, but if this stuff stays the same, you are Wyatt Fox. You are Jocelyn. That is part of your identity. Whereas some things that we might change a lot over time really don't mean too much. They're just kind of basic things, you know? So let's say Miss Skeens. Picture me in your head. You know, I'm a teacher. My job might be a really big part of who I am, my identity. I try to be helpful to you guys. You know that I love animals. That's a really, really big part of who I am. You know, I love to paint. You know, I love Harry Potter. You know, I talk about that in Star Wars a whole lot. So those are things that kind of define me. Now, something that doesn't really define who I am might be the color of my hair. Because right now my hair is blonde, but I could change it to red or pink or blue. I could cut it all off. I could make it grow out really long. But at the end of the day, the color of my hair or how long my hair is doesn't make me Miss Skeens. I can change it all I want, but I'm still who I am. Same with, you know, clothes. If I wore a clown outfit to school, or if I wore, you know, a Jedi robe to school, it's neat, it's interesting, it's cool. We can change up our outfits all day long, all that we want, but it doesn't make you who you are. Shapes are kind of the same way. Right now on my screen, I have a shape that has 4 corners and 4 sides. And because the sides are all not the same size, they're not all equal, I know I have a rectangle in front of me. But they're all different colors. I've got a green rectangle, blue, purple. This one's really big. This one's really tiny. The size of the shape and the color of the shape are just extra stuff. They don't change what type of shape this is. Just because it's green or blue or purple does not mean it's not a rectangle anymore. It's still a rectangle, and we know that because the sides and the vertices or our corners define the shape. We know what a shape is based on how many sides it has and how many corners it has. So I'm going to put here in a little chart under the words though. Oh no, I've messed it up, guys. Hold on a second. Defining and non-defining. So we know that color and size. They're fun, they're cool. I love to see all your rainbow shapes, but really they don't change what that shape is. They're just bonus fun things that we can do. But what we do need to know, what defines a shape, are its sides and vertices. So those are the important things that make the shape. So now, instead of having all of the same shape, I'm going to make a couple different shapes. Maybe a circle. Maybe I'll add another shape. All right. So now I want us to think about these three shapes for a minute. These shapes are all, actually I'm gonna make this guy a little smaller. So all these shapes are kind of the same size. They're kind of medium. They're not huge. They're not particularly small. They're all, one's not bigger than the other. They're pretty close. And they're all also this green color. So because their size and their color are kind of close, does that mean that these are all the same shape? No. We can look at these and we can tell that this is a circle, we have a triangle, and we have a rectangle. We know that these aren't the same. They're not twins. They don't look the same. They're not identical to each other, so they can't be the same shape. And we know that because, again, the color and the size are not defining. They're non-defining. They're not that important. But what is defining and what is important, what we do need to know, is how many sides all these things have, how many vertices or corners that they have. And we know that the first shape over here has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides and 4 corners. That makes it a rectangle. We know our middle shape, it doesn't have any straight lines, so it doesn't have any sides. It doesn't have any corners, so that means it's a circle. And our last shape has 3 sides and 3 corners, so that means it's a triangle. So they're different shapes because they have different sides and corners. I could have all the same color. I could have different colors. I could have different sizes. I could have the same sizes, but that doesn't tell us very much about our shapes. So the main point of this quick lesson is that you need to see how many sides and how many vertices something has to figure out what shape it is. It does not matter that the square is blue. Not all squares are going to be blue. Not all triangles are going to be green. Some triangles will be huge. Some will be small. That does not make something a certain shape. You could be a different color triangle. You could be a different size triangle. You are still a triangle. Or it's a triangle. You're not a triangle. I posted a couple things on Edsby for you guys today. So please check those out when you get a chance. There's a couple pictures that are describing your different shapes, and there's a couple fun songs that you can click to listen to about your shapes that I think will be really, really helpful. So take a look at those when you get a chance on my Edsby. I hope everybody has an awesome rest of their Monday. And reach out to me on Edsby or Blooms if you have any questions. So goodbye, Purple and Teal Dragons. I miss you.